Hi, everyone, and welcome yet again to another episode on the Unique Light podcast with me, Yannick. I am so excited for today's episode. But before we get into today's episode, I just wanted to remind you that don't forget to hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit the follow button, as well as give me a rating. And don't be shy, guys. Interact with me on my Instagram handles at the Unique Light podcast. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. This side in South Africa, it's very cold this morning, but we are going on by the grace of God. And for today's guest, I'm joined by Dino Otto. I don't really know him that well. I've always just seen him in the street, but I've never actually had a conversation with him. So I just asked him, like, I was actually going out to invite him to come somewhere to another organization, and I was like, I need to interview you for my podcast. So, Dino, how are you doing?
Hi, Yannick. I'm always well because there's no problem in this time of this age. I have to be, like you said, you are always on that movement of being so happy. That's who I am, being excited. And I'm so grateful to be on this program today to come and give courage to the universe.
Thank you very much. So, Dino, I don't know you well. Some of my listeners probably don't even know you. So, can you just tell us who is Dino? Yeah, who are you?
Okay, first of all, formally, I'm Dino Otto. I'm I'm currently from the Northwest Province in a location called Bladeville. I grew up in the Northern Cape in a place called Papierstad, and I went to a blind school. I was diagnosed with meningitis at the age of 9.5 years. That was the year 2000. I went to a blind school and I became the top learner in the Northwest Province. And then I decided to move to Randfontein to search for greener pastures. And in that same breath, the Lord gave me a vision which I would also like to share with you and accomplish. On this occasion, I moved to Randfontein to help the young. As Yan Yan has already spoken that there's upliftment. So I'm part of those upliftment. As she was saying, I was walking in the street. Yes, I was walking in the streets of Tukomsras, but not just walking around, but influencing the generation because we have to plant seeds in the people of today, and that's who I am. Thank you a lot.
Okay, so Dino, that day you were, Dino's actually saying that that day he was actually on outreach, as I would put it, as we were also on outreach based on our organization. But he was, I'm sure most of the YWAM people, you would know what outreach means. It's going out there spreading the word of God. So Dino, as we've just heard by what he said, he's also a minister of God, if I can put it that way. He is someone who has a heart for God's work. He his heart aches for what aches God's heart. His heart breaks for what breaks God's heart. So growing up, what has been like challenges for you as you say, like as you are blind and that you say that you were diagnosed with meningitis. So what were the challenges for you along the way, growing up especially?
Okay. From the time I grew up, I was normal like you each
Okay.
years. And then at the age of 9.5 years, when meningitis struck me, I thought that year that I was going to die, but not. The Lord has actually had a purpose for my life. I was in a wheelchair. Like I said, I became the top learner in the Northwest after 4 years after my incident. But as for me, in the state right now, it's currently difficult because I have to rely on people that can see, who can escort me from one place to the next. But on that same breath, I don't give up. That's why I used to say people in life, especially the young people, that whatever that you want to achieve in life, you should not quit. And that's my courage today, that you are not a quitter, you will always be a winner.
Yeah. So honestly speaking, I do not know what is meningitis. I don't know, and I'm not sure if my listeners know, but I'm not like aware of it or educated about it. So can you please just
Okay, meningitis is a sickness that strikes the brain,
okay?
and is divided in different categories. Meningitis, like me, you get the one which can kills. You get the one that makes you paralyzed, like me on the left side. My left side is currently not functioning, and you get the one that is making you completely paralyzed. Even the speaking condition will be bad. But that's how it is. Meningitis is a germ that spreads in the body, that destroys the body. But if you've got faith like a mount, if a life got faith as a seed, you can remove mountains with the crest of faith. That's what kept me. What I like the most in my life is that I never quit on what. Even though I lost my sight, I never quit and backslided, because I told myself that I'm going to rise up again. And that's how I would like to encourage the viewers as well, that you must never give up, but always rise up.
Thank you very much for that. You listen, always rise up, never give up. So then so it is your faith as small as a mustard seed that took you from a wheelchair and now you are able to walk. It is that faith that you had in our Lord Jesus Christ.
If you go with, yes, my sister, like you just said, that faith. Because if you've got a grace of faith saying, no, I won't quit, I believe that I will achieve what actually is what your goal is actually in life, what you believe you will achieve. So let it be in that way, because what also influenced me the most is what follows the I am. If you say in your word, the power lies in the tongue.
Yes.
Because your I am, what follows, what is following your I am. If it is blessings, let the blessings follow you. Sure. And if there is curses, that curses will follow you. It always tells you in life that what follows the I am. Because like I said, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, but I told myself that I am healed. Sure. And that day, when a pastor came to our place, he was praying for me. The Lord sent him, not knowing that day I was going to stand up once again, sure, like anyone.
Sure. Oh, that is so powerful. Really, faith as small as a mustard seed. And I like what you said. It's like, what follows the word I am? Like, you would be speaking life or death unto yourself. Mm-hmm. And you must tell yourself that, hey, I'm not going to stay in this situation. I'm getting out. This morning when I literally just opened up my eyes and I was just thinking of yesterday. And I was like, I felt so unstoppable because I have Jesus on my side. I felt so unstoppable. And I feel like that is the same amount of faith that you have, and that is the same feeling, if I can say, that you have, that with God. And I think you just said it to us, basically, like, with God each and everything is possible, and you are unstoppable because you are with him.
Yes, my sister.
Yeah. So yet again, also, I just want to go back as well to like your schooling, and it's like it's actually mind-blowing as well, and just looking at like how great God is. And it's like, Don't you worry. I will still use you. The fact that you say that you were the highest performing learner in your school. Mm-hmm. And most people will be like, no. Like, you could have literally just given up and be like, whatever. This is how I am right now, and this is my life. So let me just give up. But that fighting spirit within you, that not giving up spirit within you is like, no. Nope. And look at you now, Dino. Mensa, people won't say that you were in a wheelchair like for the beginning years of your life. So my next question will be, I don't know, like any testimony that you have. Your life already in its own is a testimony.
Yes.
Already in its own, it's a testimony.
Yes.
But if there's anything specific that you would want us to go into, and then we'll just like dive deeper into that.
All right. I've got so much testimonies, but let me go with this one. In life of today, we face, especially young people, we face challenges left, right, and center. And I was one of those guys telling myself that before I knew Jesus, I was in the world. When the year 2000 came, the millennium, what happened that year when the millennium came, excuse me, and the young people going left, right, center, not knowing that the devil was after their lives actually, because that was a covenant that was made in the spiritual realm with the young people. Therefore, today, even the young people of today disrespect their elders. And that's the testimony I would like to share, that my life is a testimony. I'm not saying that I'm being cursed maybe with blindness or with a stroke. No, it actually is victory to me, because of, if I would have been in the world and I was like normal like you, I would have not known you, not even sitting here today doing the live shows, live streaming, going out, doing outreaching, going for people, after people, the lost souls, influencing the generation, even the visions and the missions that I have, that I would like to achieve, even on my way next week to USA.
Sure.
I never knew that I'm gonna go this far. It's only the grace. And that's why I would like to encourage the young people, even the elderly people there outside, that you know what, in life, people might see you fall, yeah, you see, there's a time for everything in life. People can rise up and then you fall again, but the moment you fall, don't lie down, just lie down, get up again and rise and shine, because your light has come. That sometimes people will say that, will treat you as a zero in life, but when the Lord places 6 zeros in front of your zero, and the zero on the left corner will break it for you and shape you into a one, and then you will become a million in people's eyes. And that's how I felt that day when the Lord started using me, because the world eagerly turned its back upon me, but not knowing that there were greater opportunities for me like now.
Sure. So you're saying that, if I understand you correctly, you said that, I don't want to use the wrong word, but you being blind and paralyzed in your left hand side, right?
Yes.
It was God protecting you as a way of all the evil and the
wrong choices.
Yes, all the wrong choices that were happening in life. And as I don't want to say as normal people, but yeah, I think that's how people put it. But it's like, if so you wait. So do you think that if you were fully abled, if you were like
normal, yes,
yeah, do you think that you would have had a life like most of the young people now?
I don't think so, my sister, because the inner circle, that the problem always lies with the inner circle and the choices that you as young people will make in life. So I was like that guy, going out, partying, hanging around with the wrong guys and wrong stuff. But my hobby was soccer.
Yeah.
But the most important was my education.
Okay.
So I think in that way of that, the choices that we will make in life, because the Bible say there, the Lord has given us a choice to choose between life and death, and He give you the answer and He say choose life. And I would like to emphasize on this one, because in Him there is life, and His life eternally. Therefore, I'm gonna. That's why I said, I'm not saying that this was a curse upon my life, but this was actually a blessing upon my life, because of the choices that I've made in life, not knowing that the Lord will use me in this fashion today.
Sure. That is so powerful. Before we go on because I also want you to talk on the USA trip that you have next week. But before we go there, so I'm actually thinking of starting a series which is called Godly Friends, right? So you just highlighted something there for me, and yet again I feel like you have something to say on that, of the importance of your group, the importance of the people that you hang around with, and how that influences us. So also as young people will be listening, can you just say something on that, on like the importance of your group? Because you said that you were like you were partying and all those things, but still school was a main focus for you. But yeah, just hide. I think am I clear on my point?
Yeah, you are clear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now you see, in life, now, my friends, my fellow viewers, in life, there's a time where you have everything and everything, but there comes a time in your life where you need to separate yourself, find yourself in lonely places, consider who you are actually really in life, to build on that foundation that you've maybe in life you've made a vow to yourself that this year I'm gonna achieve a major achievement, a great achievement, and then along the way you start falling. But if you look back in your life, and then you will say, but this is not who you are supposed to be. Therefore, you will rise. You have to rise out of those ashes and become alive again, telling yourself, giving you that courage that no, this is not who I am. I will rise up again and shine. And that's what made me to rise up and shine, because I told myself that no, I'm not gonna backslide with the friends jumping, because there's a say that say, if you can't beat them, join them. But I'll tell you something in life, join them, and you will open your eyes in the deepest pit of hell, because of wrong choices you made in life. Therefore, my encouragement to you is that be yourself and tell yourself that I'm not gonna settle for less.
Sure. Thank you. Wow. I really just wish that all of you listening would just be young people, like just young people, because what Dino is saying is so profound. It's so touching as well, and I wish it could be a wake up call for most people as well. That wake up, the people that you think are your, they are your ride or dies, they are you're just going with the flow with everything. And as he said, if you don't beat them, join them. But if you join them, you will wake up, you will open up your eyes in hell. So go with the flow, but be careful, because you might just open up your eyes and you will be in hell. So Dino, you've made, like, as we were walking, you were talking, like, just giving me bits and pieces of the fact that you what do you call this thing, you're encouraging young people in, like, the ministry of young people. So what exactly is it that you do, like, with, in terms of that, of
Okay, first of all, like I told you, that my blindness and the paralyzedness was actually an eye-opening for me, because like I said, if I would be a normal person, I would have not known God.
Sure.
And the Lord told me on that day, that year, that I want to use you as a vessel. In Afrikaans they will say, die Here gebruik 'n krom laat om 'n reguit hout te slaan.
Sure.
And I was asking myself, I literally heard the voice of God saying, Dino, I'm going to use you in that fashion. And I told myself, but I don't have words to encourage. And then the Lord told me, don't you worry about it. I will give you words of encouragement. And this is how the gospel started. My grandmom was a missionary person, and she used to walk around like Jesus, who were preaching the gospel, and that's how they started the flow. And when I lost my eyesight, my grandmom used to taught me all this stuff. Okay. And this is where I started, because I found it so interested to encourage the people, especially with my lifestyle. And then the Holy Spirit will always minister unto me, encourage them about your lifestyle.
Sure.
I was a worldly person, like I said. I was in the dark with my friends, but the Lord used me as a vessel, even today. And that's where I started with my ministering, studying, reading the Word, even getting clear understanding of the reading of the Word, not knowing that the Lord will give me spiritual gifts. Sure. Even today. And that's how I started, even with my ministering, going around, influencing in the generation, going to churches. I even went to other places outside of Randfontein. Yeah. And this is how I found this man, because the man that where I'm going to study is like the same vision the Lord gave me. Sure. And the passion that I had for the people outside, the souls outside, is the very same passion this guy is going with. Therefore, I told myself, I'm going to ask the Lord to open this door for me. And the Lord opened my door for me. And that's where I'm going to study in North America. And And as soon as I'm done with my studies, I'm going to come back to South Africa being used by God
Sure.
as a vessel, fully equipped.
Wow, that is so powerful. And also, you just made another point on what I was talking about of the your group and who you surround yourself with. That God actually like placed that man. You gotta say God introduced you guys to each other because your visions are alike, and now only He's going to you're going to, who can I say? I don't want to say He's going to empower you, but He's going to help you. Yes, equipped you. He's going to help you and equip you. So yeah, actually now, can you please tell us about the USA? I think you've already said that how you got about it, but then just what in detail, what is it that you're gonna do that side?
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to study my theology to become a qualified evangelist, but not just any evangelist, because like I said previously, the Lord gave me spiritual gifts, so I'm going to operate in the supernatural.
Sure.
And not just only by that, when I come back, the vision is to start a missionary center, a extreme large missionary center, and a feeding scheme. Because you see, when Jesus started his ministry, his heart went out for the lost souls and for the hungry and the needy ones. And that's my passion.
Sure.
To go out for those people, because my heart goes out for them. Even the little that I will have, I don't mind to share it with them, because I know the little that I will have will multiply.
Yeah, someone said something and it's like, nobody has ever lost anything by giving. You only gain more by giving. I think someone may always open up your hand and God will always fill up what you have given. God will multiply what you have given in 100-fold, 10,000-fold. He will give it back. And I'm so you are really such a fun person to sit with, and I think, is there anything else that you would want to share?
Yeah, I've got an encouragement from my side.
Yeah.
Like today, you know that the world is like this. Yeah, the signs and the wonders are there. That these are the end times, but actually, these are only the beginning of birth pains. Like the Bible is clear. Like there's still more to come. My encouragement to you people, especially the young people, that in life, the choices that you are making, I am humbly asking you to make the right choices. And your inner circle, choose wisely, people, because like I said, you will join and then you will open your eyes in hell. And my encouragement, especially to the elderly people, I know it's difficult for you to the challenges that you are facing with your children, but the Bible say, do not hinder them, but let them come to us. Still give them that love, that kindness. God will open their eyes and remove the veils, because of the choices that they will make them come back to you and say, but like the Bible is clear, like a prodigal son who said the mother and the father should give him his belongings, and when he made the choice and when he find himself in the pot of eating from the pig's food, and then he said, this is not the lifestyle I used to have, I'll rather go back. Yes, so in life, rather go back to your first creator, your first love, which I'm referring to the love of Jesus, John 3 verse 16, because he loved us so much that he gave his one and only begotten son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. And that's what I would like to encourage you, that always go back in life to who you are.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's I'd also like to say something. Basically, God is withholding nothing from you.
Yes.
God is withholding nothing from you. All he wants is I was reading this there was this verse in the Bible where it was talking about, God says, come and I will, like, come close to me.
And I will give you rest.
Yes. But it's also the thing of like just that come. God is inviting you to come to him, and he will extend his hand towards you.
Mm-hmm.
So God. I just want to say this, and I hope I am emphasizing my point well enough, that God is withholding nothing from you. Don't think that the lies that the devil is putting in your head, that this and this, and you would be as God if you do this and all those things. God is withholding nothing from you. And as Dino said, why would you not go back to the Creator, the one that created you, the one that knows you inside and out, the one that knows the number of hairs on your head? He has your name written on the palm of his hand. So why would you want to go out there and want to fulfill yourself with things that are not even of God, these worldly things? Why? When you know that there's something much bigger than you. There's something much bigger than you, and that is God. So I think this is it for today's episode. Oh yeah, Dino, can you please just tell us, when are you leaving? Is there any way that the listeners can help you?
Yes, I'm actually leaving next week on the 28th. The 27th, I would like to prepare a farewell. And the 28th, I would like to leave because I've already sent the emails. And what I'm still in need of, I need funds for an audio Bible, and I need Z flip phones with my 2 power banks and a few new clothing and footwear and toiletries. That's all.
Okay. So there you heard it. So if they want to reach out to you, if one of them maybe wants to help with something, where can they get you?
Okay, my cell number, you can contact me on this number, 066 319 1976. I'm gonna repeat it again. It's 066 319 1976. I will really appreciate it if there's people that will help me.
And because now you're going overseas, so is there maybe an email or so that? But I'm sure your WhatsApp. It's also your WhatsApp number, right?
Yeah, it's also my WhatsApp number.
Yeah, but can you also just give us your email?
My email address is Otto. No, sorry, Gladian at gmail.com.
How do you spell Gladian?
GLYDEAN.
Okay. I'll just put that in the description of this episode. So yeah, guys, thank you for listening yet again, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. And most importantly, I hope you are so encouraged by Dino's story, and also by the encouragement that he gave you, that don't give up. There is so much more than what you see in front of you. And yeah, don't forget yet again to hit the notification bell, the follow button, give me a rating, and please don't be shy to